From the West Coast, we're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium. State-of-the-art SoFi here in Inglewood, California. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Chargers. On the visiting sideline, a look at the head coach of the Vikings. These guys dropped their opener on the road last week, hoping for better fortunes here in Week 2. Across the field, head coach of the Chargers, Jim Harbaugh. His guys were winners in Week 1. You know they'd love to start the year with back-to-back dubs. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for... Kate Scott along with Brock Heward. Kicker Cameron Dicker looks all set down there. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by someone known for putting up numbers since he entered the league back in 2020, the Oregon product, Justin Herbert.
Herbert's one of these rare quarterbacks that when he is on, he... Effortless and easy. Part of it's his throwing motion that's crisp and clean with great power. And it's also an athleticism. He'll make you pay with his legs, too. Man, he is just a joy to watch.
Looking to his fullback now. And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Receiver downfield. Offense.
He was too far downfield at the time of the pass. Gotta stay within a yard of the line. That'll back him up.
Still first down.
Herbert back to throw. Catch is made. That's Trey Harris. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Even with minimal work last week, Brock, he still found a way to make an impact in that victory. And this week, they are not wasting any time trying to get him involved.
I think you call that quality over quantity. There's some players that need a lot of volume to make an impact. He's not one of them.
Second down now. They need 7. Throwing now, Herbert. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up third down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
They'll air it out on third. That's complete to Johnston, outright. So this is going to be close. It's going to be close. Oh, it looks like he got it. Good awareness after the catch to see where he needed to get. He got just enough daylight to get it there.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Herbert. Johnston brings it in. And give him about 4. Nothing beyond the catch. That hit got there quickly. Now one of the Vikings in some pain out there. So we'll get a stoppage here as he's helped by trainers. Got 4 on the completion, so still 6 ahead of him on second down. They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. They cross the 40 on a nice run. And he gets this down to the 38. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
And the Chargers.
Yak, yak, yak. That's what it's all about in this league as a running back. Can you get those hard yards after initial contact? This dude just got it done.
Herbert now. That's Harris on the right side. And he's going to be hit almost immediately after making the catch. So this is going to be about a 6-yard pickup.
It's a pickup.
Coming off a 6-yard completion, here's 2nd and 4.
At the 32-yard line.
On the counter, it's Hampton. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. To throw, Herbert. Pass is brought in by Laporta. There's the stop. Looks to be about 7 yards on that play. And that is good for a Chargers first down.
They call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection. Set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Herbert's on 1st and 10. And he's been near perfect on this opening series. He's 5 of 6 now throwing the football. They'll go play action. Connects on the crosser. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
There's no question. The greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Hits his target in the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers! Sam Laporta capping an 11-play march to pay dirt. Finding themselves in the end zone right away here as we begin week 2, Brock. And they keep this up, they're going to find themselves with a 2-0 record as well.
And that's a good place, right? We know this in the annals of history in the NFL. Teams who begin the season 2-0, they go and make the playoffs right around 70% of the time. And that's the way you want to start.
Vikings, nothing.
The Chargers just about ready. And there they go, sending it away. On the return, here comes Tank Dell. And this drive will start inside the 25. So we'll see the Vikings offense now for the first time. And they'll be led out by this dual-threat quarterback.
Katie certainly produced a lot of highlights last week, but he gave the defense a couple as well on those interceptions. And I don't care how many touchdowns as a quarterback you throw in a game, you turn it over a couple times at a loss, put your defense out there a few more times, those moments you remember. What should really be driving him to get the win this week.
And that's good for a gain of 5. Tackle made by Elijah Bolden.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Here's Scatterbo again. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring us 3rd down. Now the extra blocking sure didn't bring that wrong the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Headed out right. To the right, hauled in by Jefferson. And he's going to be stopped after a gain of 9. That was what they needed. First down coming up. Well, they certainly needed to make some adjustments from last week, Brock. But one thing they didn't need to adjust, they just needed to emphasize again, was his involvement.
And as good as he was in that game, Kate, couldn't get the win, so you know what he wants. More.
We've set it down from 37. Pitch play, it's Scatterbo. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Jones now on 2nd down. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. Following the play, one of the Vikings in some distress as they hurry the medical staff out to look at him. Their opening drive continues. 1st and 10 now from the 39. Here's Jones. Left side complete. Gaston has it. And he's going to be forced out of bounds with a gain of, looks like, about 4.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Working on 2nd down. Jones. Cut down the field. It's Pitts. And he's finally down to put a stop to this one, but a notable chunk of yardage broken off with that gain.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they can be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Line up the design keeper. Now he danced away from one tackle, but unable to dance away from the rest of the defense. No gain on that play.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Chargers' 12-yard line.
Jones to throw on 2nd down. This one's caught. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson. His 3rd of the year. And talk about responding right away, Brock. After losing in the opener last week, some immediate points here as they fight to get back to 500.
It kind of felt a sense of urgency, and I bet you there was some urgency on that practice field this week because, you know, you don't want to start 0-2. That urgency paid off on that drive.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And they're able to answer early here. We are tied at 7.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Jackson now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So the LA offense getting out there for their 2nd drive. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Fits it through the middle. Stop finally made after they give up 16 on the play. And that's going to make it 1st down Chargers. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now Herbert to throw. And he can't hang on. The catch was there for him, Brock, but his hands took that one off. So the incompletion means it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, here's Hampton. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Big Jordan Davis getting there for the tackle.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
We're back and all set for the second quarter. Charger football. They're looking at 3rd and 6 here. Here's Herbert. Going with a screen to Hampton. And they make the tackle at the 38. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's going to give the Chargers a first down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Here's Herbert now on first. And he's playing well, hitting on over 80% of his throws so far. They'll go left side with Hampton. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down. Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Working from the gun here. It's Herbert. Connects with his back. Kimani Vidal. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. He keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Chargers, first down.
And in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Brennan Thompson with his first NFL touchdown.
I'd imagine alongside all the team goals and mission statements for the year, Kate, he had this one written down. Score a touchdown. Unable to do so in his first season, and he did right there.
Bates now for the point after. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead.
Vikings 7.
The Chargers kicking team out, and they'll send this away. Dell now to return it. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Vikings and Justin Jefferson ready to go to work again offensively. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. Minnesota in the formation. It's 1st and 10. Here's a counter give to Scatterboo. Down he goes after a pickup of about 12 yards. That's going to be a Minnesota first down. Jones upping the pace here.
A gain of 12. And the Vikings first down.
First down, and they go right back to him. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. All right, here we go. Second down.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Jones. And an unforced error. Can't bring that one in. That's going to go as a drop. That means it's 3rd down. Now Jones. In some trouble. Not going to get away. They drop him at the 29. And that's going to bring up 4th and 19 now. The Vikings getting their punt team out. And they could really use a good one here. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Chargers and Brennan Thompson back out on offense. They have played lights out on offense. Scored their first 2 times out, Brock. A chance to go 3 for 3 and grow that lead here. Play action now for Herbert. Has it downfield, working the left. Stops there, but that gets them the first. A big gain before the defense got to him. Looks like about 22 yards.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage It really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Shotgun give to Hampton. That is exactly why you rally to the football. He got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Ray Hare's the intended target there. And it's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Herbert back to throw. And the pick is dropped. He had the turnover in his hands. Couldn't hang on to it. That's going to be an incomplete pass, though. Going to make it 4th down. Now one of the Vikings in some pain out there. So we'll get a stoppage here as he's helped by trainers.
J.K. Scott.
So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. And he gets them what he can, but still pretty deep in their own territory starting out. As the Vikings go back on offense, there is a look at the Chargers' defensive coordinator. These guys with an early lead to defend exactly what they were hoping for. Now's the time to follow through, get this stop. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Now it's Jones off the play action. He rolls to his right. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. That throw is looking for Kyle Pitts. So 2nd down coming up. Throwing here, Jones. A fight for it. Oh, it's going to be intercepted. And the Chargers will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
It sure is easier for those other 10 guys, Kate, out there to play with some confidence, knowing if they do their job and that quarterback throws it his way, he's going to make them pay. He took 3 away last year. That's his 1st this season.
All the way to the end zone, and this is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Brennan Thompson, give him 2 now in this 2nd quarter. Picking up where they left off in that season-opening win last week, Brock. Quickly out in front, and they're adding to it as they push to be one of the teams to start the season 2-0.
And when you get going like this, it really doesn't matter what call comes in that headset. Everybody in the huddle feels it, like they're not going to stop us on the other side, and really they haven't.
Bates' extra point is up and good. And they bumped their lead up to 14.
21, Vikings 7.
The Chargers just about ready. And there they go, sending it away. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. Play fake, Jones. Look at that power, deep left side. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the Chargers will take over along the midfield stripe after a terrific return on top of that interception. Well, what better way to follow up one interception than by getting back out there and picking off another on the first play of the very next drive.
And think of all the work the offense just did on the sideline to try and recover. Okay, let's put together a good plan. Here's your adjustment. And in just one play, you flush it all down the toilet.
1st and 10. Here's Hampton. Jukes his way into space. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. We've got fireworks on the first play of the drive. 30 yards.
And the Chargers.
Nice early return there. They're going to be more than happy with that one, Brock. It could be a huge boost to their offense if this ground game can get going at this pace.
Every offense in this league searches for explosives. How can we find it? It's often through the air, but when you get it on the ground like that, boy, is it a huge bonus.
And a nice little run there gets him 5. Second down upcoming. Following the play, one of the Vikings in some distress as they hurry the medical staff out to look at him. So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Again, it's Hampton. And call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's third down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. Complete. He loses the football. And this goes out of bounds. The fumble, not ideal, but hey, did end up being a small gain on the play.
Out of bounds, the offense retains possession.
Bates' kick is up and good. And that makes this a 3-score game.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset they couldn't finish the drive with a touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
The Chargers kicking team out, and they'll send this away. Dell now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. And you can see the game started wonderfully, right? But that has been their peak to this point. No touchdown since that opening possession, Brock, and it's left them trying to recapture that magic. Have yet to be able to do so, though. And they pitch it to him. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8. Well, you've taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run right into the teeth of that blitz.
And the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. D coordinators love to dial it up.
Second down now, it's Jones. Fits it through, but contact at the catch point forces that incompletion. Nearly had it over the middle. Instead, just 3rd down now.
Third down. And 8 yards to go.
Jones looking to throw. Forced out to his right. Past the line, he's going to run for it. Give him 25 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
It's a gain of
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Here's Jones to throw. Looking middle, he's got Jefferson. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Got 9 of the 10 with that last grab. Need to get the last yard now on second.
At the Chargers' 36-yard line.
Jones now to throw. He's got Pitts outside. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
First down, Minnesota.
Pistol now for Jones. Jefferson brings it in on the slant. And he's going to be brought down right after making that catch. A good gain, but the tackle limits it to 9.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 11-yard line.
Jones now on 2nd down. Has it down close. And there it is. Touchdown, Minnesota. Brian Thomas Jr. And that is touchdown number 20 of his NFL career. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure.
Dicker on now for the PAT.
For the extra point.
The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Now after the timeout to talk things over, here they go, trying for 2.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Here's Jones. Buying some time right. And he gets in for the 2. Successful conversion there, but it's still a 9-point deficit. Still a 2-possession game.
Vikings 15. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So we've got ourselves a 9-point game now as they'll kick this off. Jackson now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive. Offensive line fast.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27.
So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Our trip around the NFL starts now. At Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, the Steelers at home to take on Gang Green, the New York Jets. And this is the Steelers quarterback, one of his The Steelers even up their record at 1-1 as they get the win here. Next up, let's get a look at what's going on between the Rams and Bengals from Cincinnati. And here is Davante Adams. He's open in the middle of the field. They get it to him. It's a foot race, and he won't lose it. 69 yards for the touchdown catch. The Rams are off to a good start, 2-0 on the young season. Lastly, let's get a look who's getting a hot start to the year. It's our impact player from Week 2, and it's this man. And this is Malik Neighbors. He's going to find an opening down the field and pull this one in. 54 yards for the score. The Giants are in the win column. They win it in front of the home faithful and move to 1-1. We'll give you a look now at the remainder of the games in progress in the early window and what's still to come here in Week 2 of the National Football League regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update as always. And welcome back, everyone. Third quarter about to get underway. Got a 2-score ball game here as we resume play. The Chargers just about ready. And there they go, sending it away. Dell now to return it. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's first and 10. And they'll start the half with Scatterboot. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4. Trying to work quickly now.
35-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
It's Scannaboo on second down. He's going to be taken down. A gain of about 14 on the play. And that's going to give the Vikings a first down.
48-yard line. A gain of 14. And the Vikings first down.
Going right back to Scannaboo. Oh, he rocks that tackler. They're going to pick up 12 yards on the play, Brock. That's going to set them up with a first down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
We see it and hear it all the time. For receivers, their favorite moment is just to go up over a DB and make a play. And for these running backs, there is nothing that beats slamming right through a tackle and getting that first down.
Up the gut, they go with Moss. And second down's going to be a good bit tougher. You can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11.
To throw, here's Jones. Catch is made down the right sideline. He's going to be out of bounds there. Defenders make this stop after a gain of about 17. And that is a Vikings first down.
Minnesota.
Now a give up the middle to Moss. Down to the 10. And stopped at the 1. All right, so they're going to have to get that final yard. They're going to have to earn it. First and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Moss hits the end zone for the Minnesota touchdown.
Minnesota.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Sent right down the middle and good. And they'll trail by less than a field goal now.
24, Vikings 22.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Jackson now to return it. And in the end, only able to get this up to his 25-yard line. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. Chargers getting set. First and 10. Herbert now off the play fake. And instead of a receiver, that one finds the ground. Incomplete. It's second down. First play of the drive, Brock. You always tell me that's always the start of a new battle. And defense wins round 1 in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right?
Yeah.
You got to now put yourself in a manageable third down after lack of execution on first.
To the right and hauled in by Laporta. Good work there, adding a little chunk after that catch as he gets it ahead for 8 yards. Make this third and short.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Herbert now to throw on third. Dumped off to his running back. Down here after a gain of about 14 yards, it looks like. That's going to give them the first.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Chargers first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard
They go play
line.
action. Here's Herbert. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. And that's just a good call there. Not the type of lead or the down where you should be forcing anything. So good call there to just get rid of it.
Yeah, this is called game management, right?
Yeah.
People get...
Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it. Will take over inside the red zone. He goes out on the return.
I know he started to play as a defender. Gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back. He looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he evaded obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
The Vikings and running back Cam Scannaboo trotting back out there. And the running lanes, and they've been hazardous. Not quite the decorated collection of highlights from him that we're going to look at here. Those big plays, the explosive runs where he leads an offense, just haven't been there for him in this one. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Scannaboo now from the gun. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first.
1st and goal.
As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Start. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Scannaboo will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
Stop short of the goal line.
Offense in the hurry up
Gain
now.
on the play leads to 2nd and goal.
Jones to throw on 2nd down. And he gets it away, but nowhere close to that target. Incomplete. Quick thinking just to get rid of it there, Brock. No chance. It's 3rd down.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Trying to run it here with Scannaboo. And he gets in. Touchdown!
Touchdown, Minnesota.
A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating a defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And they take a 5-point lead.
29. Chargers 24.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Jackson now to return it. This makes it up to the 25. The Chargers and Omarion Hampton out there on offense once again. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this 3rd quarter. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Hampton to open the drive. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. Good hit, but showing love for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down.
And the Chargers
all set to go now from the 35.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On a quick slant, it's Johnston. And he's got a chunk here, about 14 yards before the stop is made. 1st down coming up. Now one of the Vikings in some pain out there, so we'll get a stoppage here as he's helped by trainers. The play fake, now Herbert to throw. Deep drop this time. Hits him downfield, this is Harris. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Some fighting going both ways, deep down the field that time, but it's the defense who gets flagged for it. The penalty erases an exciting turnover, makes it 1st and 10. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. To throw, Herbert. He brings it in. He's not going to make it to the end zone, but the offense set up well now thanks to that effort. It's first and goal.
9 yards. That's another Chargers first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Hampton on the pitch. There's some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
4-yard loss on the play. Second and goal at the 12-yard line.
Now Herbert to throw. Throw is caught. And we've seen a lot of this today. He's in again. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Brennan chops it. Third time that he has brought in a score this week. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Here's Herbert leading them to the line, going for 2.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Slot man motioned over. Herbert back to throw. It's caught. And he's into the end zone. Successful play there. That makes the lead 3 points.
The score, Chargers 32, Vikings 29.
The Chargers kicking team out, and they'll send this away. Dell now to return it. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Vikings and running back Cam Scatterboot trotting back out there. And the first half scoring has continued so far in this second half as they try to keep the pace. Minnesota into formation. It's first and 10. Play action now with Jones. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh no, they get him yet again! Picked up, Cam Hart.
Common mentality amongst so many of these pros, Kate, and we hear it a lot, is I want to be part of the solution. I don't want to be a part of the problem. But these interceptions, they're a problem.
First and 10 from the 43.
Watch the switch.
On the play fake, it's Herbert. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something.
Brings up second down.
So they keep the football, but now they face second and long. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county.
Kate, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Third and long for him here. And he's not going to make it. They stop him short. They expect a punt coming up here on fourth down. The Chargers lined up in punt formation. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And this one's away and looking good. Nice angle on this one, headed towards the sideline. The Vikings ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And I don't think we can really call these highlights, partner. Shall we just call them replays as we re-examine his performance so far in this one? 3 interceptions mixed in among his work. It's really limited a lot of what he's been able to do out there. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Pitch play. It's Scatterboo. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Inside the final minute of our third quarter. Second down now, it's Jones. And this one's going to be forced out by the hits. Incomplete. They've been going his way all game, Brock. Defense is paying attention. Someone there to bring up third down.
It's third down and 13.
Now Jones. And the hit is going to break up the catch. Incomplete. A couple of defenders nearby, Brock, who actually could have broken that one up. That's going to bring up fourth down. And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. Jones throwing on fourth. This is a heater going deep. That's complete inside the 35. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him a first on fourth down. Not a distance you see a lot of conversions from, Brock, but on that play, these guys able to defy the odds.
They sure were, and that defense now has got to regroup because I think mentally you get to that down in distance, you feel like you're off the field. Now they've got to respond defensively.
That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the fourth. It's Vikings football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Hand off to Scatterboo from the gun. And they're going to have the first down here as that play breaks off for about 19 yards. Not in a time crunch just yet, but they're hurrying to the line anyway.
19 yards. First down, Vikings.
Going to the ground again on first. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Jones. Well, he throws it quick, but what a pass rush that was. Able to hit him on the release anyway. Break that up. Third down now after that incompletion.
Third down and 6 yards to go.
On the shotgun, it's Jones. And he finds him in the end zone for the Minnesota touchdown. Justin Jefferson, his second in this game, matching his total from last week. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And they jump ahead by 4.
Vikings 36, Chargers 32. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Jackson now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll pitch it out to him. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Herbert now. On to the left side, and Johnston has it. And give him a gain of about 6 before he steps out of bounds. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Herbert. Johnson finds the football, complete. He stopped finally after a gain of almost 30. And that's going to be a Los Angeles 1st down.
It's a gain of
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
39-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Hampton. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
And they bring him down around the 34.
This difference maker, well, he's up to 5 catches now for the game. And what I love about this, Kate, these are the contested catches. It may not show up as a lot of yardage, but these are the kind of catches you gain trust with the quarterback, and much more importantly, with the rest of your teammates.
Has a man downfield. It's Laporta. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Sam Laporta. First return scored. Now he's got a receiving one, too. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts them in front here in the second half. Puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Is to go up by a field goal here in the 4th. Sent right down the middle and good. And lead now up to a field goal.
Makes the score Chargers 39, Vikings 36.
The Chargers just about ready. And there they go, sending it away. Turpin with a return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Vikings, running back Cam Scadaboo, trotting back out there. Well, his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Scadaboo gets it here to begin the drive. They wind up with a quality 16-yard pickup on that play. They get the first down, too.
He's brought down at the
Not in a time crunch just yet, but they're hurrying to the line anyway.
16 yards. First down, Minnesota.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
Duran Payne on the stop. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9 at the 37-yard line.
Jones looking to throw. And they pick him off again. And the Chargers, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
The Chargers take
Here's a lesson this quarterback's not learning, Kate. These defenses, they put on turnover tape. And when you give it his way as much as he did a week ago, these guys know coming into this matchup, the ball's going to be in harm's way. Go get it. And they certainly are.
That's Harris on the right side. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on first down.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, they didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Small gain on the play, 94 yards. And that gives L.A. the first.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They pitch it out to him here. And he's stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Putting the tight end in motion. It's Hampton on second. Fights his way through a tackle. And some nice running there. Gets him 8. Third down coming up. Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock. But right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it could be super complex. Yeah. You get into a lot of language and a lot of...
And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Omarion Hampton from 16 out. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. Bates tacks on the extra points. And that makes this a 10-point game.
Makes to score. Chargers 46. Vikings 36.
The Chargers kicking team out, and they'll send this away. Turpin with a return. And in the end, only able to get this up to his 25-yard line. The Vikings taking the field on offense. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And, Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be a sky high right now.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Another try from the 25. It's second and 10.
At the 25-yard line.
Throwing here, Jones. Hits him downfield. This is Thomas. They get a lot out of this play. 21 yards before the tackle is finally made. And that's going to be a Minnesota first down.
First down.
Here's Jones to throw. Middle of the field, got his man. It's Pitts. They track him down finally as this play goes for about 20. And that's going to give the Vikings a first down.
First down, Vikings.
Jones now to throw. And the downfield call is going to go unanswered. Defender saw to that. That incompletion means it's second down.
Leads to second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Jones. Catch is made down the right sideline. Contact is made, and that's going to take him out of bounds. Gain of about 21 on the play. And that is a Vikings first down.
First down, Minnesota. From
the red zone on first. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. And we'll see what they do here on second down. To throw, here's Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Brian Thomas Jr. First return score, and now he's got a receiving one, too. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he will get into the end zone. That's going to cut the lead down to just 2. Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it? See if you can be successful again. They do, and they are.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure, and if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Jackson now to return it. Coverage team gets him down to the 26-yard line. The Chargers and Omarion Hampton out there on offense once again. Their lead cut down inside a field goal, so points imperative here to get some breathing room. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. One of the tight ends in motion left. They'll start out with Hampton. He'll get forward about 5 yards, looks like. It's second down now.
He's brought down at the 31.
Man in motion here. And understandably, they're happy to just let this clock run down to our 2-minute warning. Chargers up by just a couple of points. Five still to go here. This is second down. They're going to pass it here. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Offense overloading left side. It's 1st and 10.
Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hampton gets it out of the zone read. Keeps away from one. And he's out of bounds, so the clock's going to stop, Brock, but the celebration begins. That gets them the first and wins them this ball game. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice game.
Yeah, because there's a little boom or bust, right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. Second down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
Now put one of the tight ends in motion. Another for Hampton on second. He'll scrape together a few yards, but not much. 3rd down coming up. Minnesota spends its second time out here. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Setting up to pass. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Kicked well, and this is good! And now their lead will push out beyond the field goal.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. The Vikings offense back to the field now. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Back to throw. To the right, hauled in by Jefferson. And he gets out of bounds to save that final timeout. This picks up the first down, too.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
He'll look to throw it. Yet again, it's Jefferson. And he gets out of bounds to save that final timeout. This picks up the first down, too. That 100-yard mark, it's as coveted by receivers as it is by running backs. And he's now reached it with that last catch. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Here he is to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's going to be out of bounds about a yard or two behind the line of scrimmage. Couldn't get all the way back to it, so that's going to go into the books as a sack. Multiple ways to attack. Here's second and long. Working from the gun. Here's Jones. Looked for a second like he had him, Brock, but he just couldn't hang on. He was going to go to fit it into double coverage, but too tough through that contact. Third down. Now Jones. Toward the end zone, but incomplete. That's going to force them into a fourth down decision.
Now here we go. Now we're getting to one of these situations that you've been practicing and talking about all week, Kate. Defensively, you are verbalizing no hero plays, no interceptions. That ball comes to you. Just find a way to knock it to the ground.
Desperation time here. And he's got it. He pulls in a game-winning touchdown with almost no time left.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And, Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
So Jones and his offense ready to go for two.
The Vikings will line up for the two-point conversion.
Back now, pressure coming. And he's into the end zone, so that turns out to be a very smart risk. They've got the lead in this fourth quarter.
Chargers, 49. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Jackson now to return it. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. That is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30.
26-yard line.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Here's Herbert. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining. So a rare win for them in coverage there, Brock. Haven't found a lot of success stopping the pass at all game, but they finally take one away there.
One of the rare opportunities today with this group, on a contested ball, they actually knock it away.
Still 10 to go. It's second down now from the 26. They go play action. Here's Herbert. Finds a man, right side. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. And a timeout's called. We'll have likely just a final play. Only 6 seconds remaining in this one.
3rd and 6.
6 seconds to go, potentially our final snap. To throw. Trying to push deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So it's a win for the Vikings. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game.
Get ready. Yo, Preem, give me that turnaround. Yeah, that's it. Jesus, the king out of Queensbridge, at ease us with your lyrical thesis. Me just chillin', buildings, high ceilings, billions of my vision. Please, I'm from the P's. VVS on freeze. Esco Pablo, silked out in Cabo. The prettiest, high tech like NVIDIA. Just that smart, I know a little about a lot. When you come from less, you learn particular plots from the pots. Checking in on parlays or parfaits, how my days start. We all play it. Dinner's come, we leaving big tips. I taught some of y'all how to eat, but I won't trip. Taught some of y'all how to dress, but some of y'all still a mess. Serial investor, serial threat. Turn ether to Ethereum, y'all wanna bet? I got a crypto key, it come with a password. Then I flip that key to digital cash word. But then I get bored of that, it's too small, I'm off of that. In the roof now, Midtown where the office at. Mr. Cryptocurrency Scarface. Hey, that is chips. Yeah. I lay criminal lines down over more bass. The boom, the bip, the boom, bip. Mr. Cryptocurrency Scarface. Hey, that is chips. Yeah. I lay down digital lines over more bass. Think it's a shame these kids, they see no freakniks. DC Howard homecomings and wild weekends. Youngsters said when I'm grown, I'm coming. Then got grown, start clubbing and doing. We wasn't. When I was young, I only wanted. I only saw the next 10 minutes. ADHD, I guess. Things unchanged. Now I wanna add an extra zero, be the hood hero. Turbo Maybach V12 go 0 to 60 in less than 4 seconds. We move no less than 4. This ain't no contract. This ain't the trade. No wars, no. I'm from the block with a chain. This a new blockchain, but my portfolio is many things, from quantum computing to biotech, cause it's life improving. Degradable plastic trash removing. And when the market is down, it's like a hustle when no one is around. Your palm itch when opportunities found. It's Mr. Cryptocurrency Scarface. Say that is chips. Yeah. I lay criminal lines down over more bass. The boom, the bip. The boom, bip. Mr. Cryptocurrency Scarface. Hey, that is chips. Yeah. I lay down digital lines over more bass.
Hey everyone, Scott Hansen here. This is your Week 2 edition of the EA Sports Weekly Recap, presented by Lowe's. Earn your Sunday. Some big games to get to. We'll start in the Steel City. The Steelers at home to take on the New York Jets. And this is the Steelers quarterback. This one of a pair of rushing touchdowns for him on the afternoon. The Steelers get the W by 2 touchdowns. Next up, let's check in on the Lions and Panthers from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. And oh, look at Chuba Hubbard. He's going to get the carry here, and look at him go. And it turns into a 70-yard touchdown run. The Panthers got the win in this one by 9. A few teams out there haven't liked what they've been seeing in the first couple of weeks. Moves are underway as we check out the Week 2 trade report. The big story of the week? Without question, it's this man. He's headed to the Lions as they get some help trying to bolster the run game. So many great performances in Week 2 makes it difficult to narrow the choices down for the EA Sports Player of the Week. And we'll hand the award to this man from the Minnesota Vikings. He was fantastic in the win at SoFi. He wound up with 3 touchdown passes. Meanwhile, a look now at the rest of the weekend's top performers, guys who are starting out hot here in the first 2 weeks. Next up, let's give you a look at the guys who have put together a couple of solid weeks so far. It's our league leaders in receiving through 2 weeks of games. With that, a look at the rest of the scores from a jam-packed Week 2 of the new NFL season. And that's a wrap for this week. For all the hard-working men and women in the studio, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you again next week right here on EA.